Welcome to episode 105 of the Get Well With Me podcast. I am your host, Adrienne, and together we explore the healing powers of our subconscious mind while leaning in towards a healthier lifestyle. And today's episode is about, you guessed it, ChatGPT. So I don't know, am I late to the party? Has everyone been doing ChatGPT? and I didn't know about it? Am I early to the party? Do you not know what it is yet? And here I am bringing it into your awareness. But ChatGPT is AI, and this artificial intelligence is just that. It is able to learn. So the powers that be have released ChatGPT to the public for free. Why would they do that? It's because it helps the AI to get smarter, so to speak, to learn. So the more that we engage with it, the more it can learn. And the fact that it can learn at an exponential rate tells me that we have not scratched the surface. I think this is going to be a fun legacy episode. So, like a year from now, when everyone has access to AI, and 5 years from now, when robots are washing the dishes, it'll be like, what? That is so silly, because this episode will be able to look back and say, ChatGPT was just a little baby. It was just an itty bitty baby. It was brand new. So it's brand new to me. And what I have learned about it is that it will act as whatever I tell it to. It will do whatever I tell it to. So I can say, act as a raindrop blowing in the wind and describe yourself. And the result is astonishing. I can say, act as a life coach and help me to identify limiting beliefs by asking me questions, and then help me to write affirmations to overcome them. It will do that. It does that. I can say, act as a medical doctor, act as a naturopathic doctor. And I can say, I will give you a task, or ask me questions about my symptoms to XYZ. Looking over, if you're watching me on video, I'm looking over at my ChatGPT to see some of the I've said, act as a business coach, act as a social media expert, generate a week worth of social media posts, help me write this blog post. It can do everything. It can actually write a blog post, and then I can say, write it more casual, write it more professional, write it for a third grader. It can do everything. I even had it write a love song to my husband that was so good. And of course, yes, I gave it the meat and potatoes. I gave it a little smidgen of personal data to add into the song, but it wrote an intro and an outro and a chorus, and it rhymed, and it made me cry. So I have this tool that is so amazing. I'm really excited about it. And I've been spending way too much time learning and understanding about it, because sometimes it's like you're exposed to something that kind of allows you to go to the next level. So it just has all of your attention. And for me, ChatGPT has done that, because for a long time, I've wanted to hire a virtual assistant to help me come up with better social media marketing strategies. And I've kind of abandoned blogging because I've spent so much time podcasting. And now it's act as if ChatGPT, that I have this virtual assistant that's able to help me organize my schedule, help me to organize my thoughts. Um, I'm not outsourcing the work that I need to do to the computer, but I'm actually able to focus on higher level um, tasks and more meaningful parts of my business and my day, while Chat GPT takes all of the legwork out of the mundane things. Because a lot of times with having a business, it's a lot of writing, it's a lot of strategizing. And to have a virtual assistant who is free, well, that's amazing. So, and if you are a virtual assistant and you're listening to this, ChatGPT is going to help you supersize what you're capable of. I would even suspect you could raise your rates, because you'll be 10xing your output. I know that's hard to imagine, but that's the level. That is the level. So if you haven't played with ChatGPT, I want to caution you, there's so many lookalikes and things that they want you to pay for and apps and stuff. That's not the real ChatGPT. ChatGPT is totally free. You just click on try and it opens up this chat box and you can start typing to it and it will give you some replies. Take some time to learn what the best ChatGPT prompts are so that you can get the most out of it. Okay, all that aside, that was just to preface to kind of get us to this point. So while I've been exploring ChatGPT, I had started to think about how it's kind of similar to our subconscious mind because just like AI, our subconscious mind learns, it's programmed to learn automatically. So everything that we're exposed to, this is how young people learn, this is how babies and children learn, almost through osmosis, right? It's like we're learning at this exponential rate. And of course, adults do it too, but children are in a state of mind that allows them to learn without trying, right? And make these leaps and bounds that go from baby steps to big strides. So, some of the parallels that I've made between ChatGPT and the subconscious mind is that just like the subconscious mind is there to serve us, that's how the AI is. It is actually a tool to serve us. I don't know where this is headed, like, 20 years. Hopefully, we are still being served by the AI and it's not the other way around. I admit that's a fear that is in my mind. However, at this point in time, the train has left the station, so we got to get on if we so choose and allow it to help us. And just the way that we give ChatGPT really specific instructions about what we want it to do and the quality of the result that it gives us is directly correlated to the quality of the questions that we ask it and the specific instructions that we give it. Our subconscious mind is just like that. And this would not be the first episode where I have reminded us that ask good questions, get good answers, right? I've often used the example instead of saying to a child or a significant other, what's wrong? Because what's wrong, right? That's what you're going to get. You're going to get an answer about what's wrong. And that could easily, with more intentional language, be a question that says, is there something troubling you? And that's a totally different response than what's wrong. If we are saying to ourselves out loud or in our mind, um, how come I can't catch a break? Why don't good things happen to me? Then we will find those answers. And if we ask different questions, we can get a different result. A lot of hypnosis and just the idea of programming our own mind is directing our attention with good quality questions and giving it good quality instructions, right? And through hypnosis, imagine listening to a hypnosis before you drift off to sleep. If you're watching this video, that's probably something you already do. So cheers to you. That's awesome for leveraging the power of your subconscious mind. Um, at night when we're in that dreamy state, or even before we get into that dreamy state, to be able to program our mind with specific instructions, to have our subconscious mind see ourselves engaging in more healthy physical movements, to see ourselves looking for the healthy option, to notice what it feels like when we feel good, to kind of like tune our reticular activating system to the result that we want to get. It's through instructions to the subconscious mind and asking good questions, because when you ask a question, your mind has to answer you. And it will every time. So ChatGPT is pretty cool, but you are even cooler because we are flesh and blood. We have a soul. We are incredible. And we have a technology in our mind that we've been ignoring. So this is kind of a pep talk to say, yeah, okay, go ahead, play with ChatGPT and have a good time, or don't. Maybe you're opposed to it and you're like, oh, I want to just back away from technology and AI, and I respect that, and I understand where you're coming from. But do play around with your subconscious mind and learn what you are capable of by leveraging the power of your words, your imagination, the questions that you ask, and the instructions that you give to your mind. You can do this wide awake with your eyes open, or for some of us, it's just easier to close our eyes and let go and allow our minds to be saturated with everything that I just mentioned that's going to be for our highest good. So I hope that this was fun. I am definitely going to put a one of those poll things. Sorry, I got to get my lingo right. Um, if you are a Spotify listener, then you know there are polls and questions, and that's a way that you can interface with me. And I would love to know if you have tried ChatGPT, and you can use it to even program your own subconscious mind in the sense of asking it for help. Help me come up with 5 affirmations to help me have a better day based on XYZ goal. And it can do that. It can do that. So let's use the resources that are available to us, and let's not overlook the most important resource that we have right here. So until next time, much love.